round robins. Got to bring it your all right from the start. The challenge here is going to be forcing his spin. Either you can, I guess you can just roar him straight up in the lane, and if he spins, then you're going to lasso off it, and if he doesn't, then...
Bottom lane, Seb gets the nice skewer onto ARTEEZY, who gets off the rupture, attempting to run away, has a lot of poison applied to him, will eventually fall. As the Omni Slash comes out, Yuragi going to spin down Fly, so they do lose the Venomancer, 2-for-1, advantage OG. And they can see Crit going to get gone on now, as BZM makes an appearance.
This was basically perfect timing from Oat. Everything.
Yep, tier 1 tower goes down. Miracle.
Oh, is he actually going to die here? He is.
Cinder and Curse lives on. Miracle can't get to the low ground. And that kill goes to Yuragi.
Our value item. Cornucopia is stupidly expensive.
Global silence initiation with the roar and the lasso used all onto BZM. He will die, but that was expensive for Shopify. Let's see if they can get out. As OG have come in numbers, Taiga is just dying from afar. That's some long-range artillery just destroying him.
He ran through a Firefly and axes. I feel like that was just a bit of a blunder.
She's back up.
Taiga
jumps in, looking for Taiga. Global silence will give them some cover. That's going to be a freebie. Does have buyback, but he wants to actually force a fight now. But they are fighting around the old Roche pit.
OG are in a pretty good position here, though, with the Plague Wards and with Timber in front with the Lotus as well as Yuragi.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuragi's just going to go for it.
Definitely want to fight big Omni Slash onto Saberlight. He's just going to tank it like a man, and he's dead. Skewer, Seb, looking for the RP, doesn't want to use it on just Fly, so faking it out. Last time
nice
not really connecting on much because of Yuragi. Gets off the spin as well. Lasso up again, this time reserved for Seb. That will be a kill going the way of Shopify. Taiga bot back in the game as BZM gets ruptured. Lincoln's applied a little bit too late, and he's just going to get bursted down. Seb buys back into the game. Timbersaw will not have that luxury. Miracle looks like he was ruptured, actually, so that was stolen. Trying to walk it off. It's going to be close. Looks like he is going to live. Finally, the RP comes out. It's on ARTEEZY. Skewered back into the fray, and here comes a nice blast.
Another man to dodge.
He dodged it 2 times in a row. Yuragi and this healing ward getting extremely good value. The third lasso of this fight, and no damage being done to Yuragi. Greaves comes out to heal up. Miracle looks like he's going to be fine. And finally, Yuragi is brought to his knees. Does have his buyback available if he wants to expend it. Blood right onto 2. Miracle continuing to chase. Another 20 seconds on that lasso. As ARTEEZY and company, they're going to find DM. The Midas. No, the bash comes through. So DM is dead. This full team wipe for Shopify.
What a sick fight. This is dangerous. They're running through mines.
Yeah, they saw that the Techie's mines did explode. Seb gets the RP, but it's only onto 1, and it is Saberlight. Skewered back into the Omni Slash. The creeps are actually taking it quite a bit. He actually uses the cheese as well as the ancient golem, frostbitten monkey, whatever the hell that thing is called. Gets to safety. Only the Rubik has died in this fight as BZM is now ruptured and left all alone. That means Shopify can clean him up easily. So 2 dead for OG.
I think that fight was basically doomed when the RP came out. He wanted to get 2 heroes, but only clipped the 1 because of a fast reaction. And when you only find the Beastmaster with cheese there, that's just not good enough. Seb thought he saw an opening, but the side of Shopify too fast.
This is where it gets scary, though. Skewer back into the tier 2, through tier 3s even, as Saberlight gets dropped. You have to be very careful. Global silence up. The right clicks are there along with the lasso, and that brings Yuragi down. He does not have buyback.
This is minimum another lane if they know the buyback step. From a strategic standpoint, with how their lineup functions, I think there's so much pressure on Seb.
Hand of Midas, DM is dead. Poison Nova does go off. That is the new Aghanim Scepter. And good news for OG fans that Midas will be on cooldown for a while still. Saberlight. He gets initiated, but he gets off the roar. It's going to be reflected thanks to the Lotus Orb. Omni Slash is there as well. He's going to get bursted. Actually, the roar was stolen. Very nicely done onto Miracle. So that leads to 2 cores dead for Shopify. OG trying to turn this back around. They buy back onto DM. Crit, he's on the high ground, will TP out. So they get 2 cores.
Yeah, not bad from OG there.
Gonna go there first. And now we're gonna have the fight. Miracle runs into the entirety of OG, has to pop his BKB. Crit, in the meantime, taking a lot of damage, but there's the RP used onto Miracle with the Omni Slash, and that's gonna be enough to take him out. Does have buyback, Crit will die as well. I assume both will use their buybacks here as the Nullifier onto ARTEEZY. Has to be a bit careful. Roar finally comes out, but Saberlight dies shortly after. This is an absolutely horrible fight for Shopify to start things out. They've barely done any damage. ARTEEZY just trying to fight against the entirety of OG, but it's not going to happen. And he does not have buyback. Fly is dead. That regen. Trying to force a fight.
ARTEEZY
initiated on, gets sheeped and telekinesis, but there's a global silence to try to save him. Getting swift slash for now. Nullifier and BKB. RP from Seb, but he can't really get a good skewer off. And ARTEEZY still really low, completely segregated from the rest of his team, and he's dead. 95 seconds left, no Bloodseeker. And Miracle completely surrounded by members of OG. And he's going to drop as well. No buyback as well. So with that, OG have really opened the door for themselves to potentially finish this game.
I doubt they do, though. I don't think they're worried about anything now. Taiga with another aggressive move, almost finding the lift onto Fly here. Uragi's going to go to town.
Yeah, they have nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, there's a buyback on ARTEEZY now, but...
Okay, he ticked into it. Blast off by crit. He's going to take a double chakram and die. That was quick. He does not have buyback himself. As BZM trying to keep everybody else in play here. The roar reflected again. It just feels like this continues to happen time and time again. Uragi and company just focusing on the Ancient, the skewer from Seb onto the entirety of Shopify, and they get decimated. And that should do it. As the Ancient completely exposed. More buybacks coming from Shopify. They somehow found the goal on the Miracle as well, as he's trying to have one last-ditch effort to get somebody. He gets DM. Midas, the efficiency center, the efficiency. Miracle doing quite a bit of damage. Uragi has to be a bit careful, but he does have the healing where it's finally destroyed, though, by the creep. Sticky Bomb comes out. The Ancient's actually going to survive here. Miracle getting on very low HP. The BKB about to dissipate, though. Uragi's the one doing the brunt of the damage, though, and he can continue on with nothing to fear. Fly looks to be next, along with Saberlight. And now the Ancient should be going down, surely. Miracle gets RP'd as one last-ditch effort. Will be in vain. OG take game one. Wow, awesome
game. I feel like that's the best game we've cast in terms of how competitive and back and forth it was. Really looked like Shopify had that one in the bag, but that's a good replay right there. Got smacked in the head and died.
Quinn GIF would be perfect there.
I'm a little bit... Oh, damn, that's some serious damage.
Yeah,
Taiga.
Hey, Taiga's going to take the balance strike. Crit is not going to live. But still, Saberlight with 2 kills already before the 2-minute mark. And top lane, Seb goes down as well.
Looking good for OG. Keep in mind their lineup we've talked about has some pitfalls that I think really get primarily offset by a good laning stage. Just not the case, though.
Yep, Taiga, one more right click for Miracle will bring him down.
Fly's also going to live here.
And DM makes his rotation here as well. They need to get something out of this, surely. They're going to get the slow thanks to the trap. That'll lead to 1 kill, make it... Well, it looks like it's a trade of sorts as Miracle now assimilate to the high ground. Waveform, adaptive strike, couple right clicks is enough. So DM with the decay.
Assuming it's still going to be Deso next, which it is, so.
Saberlight, he's going to get shackled to his own familiar, but a nice stun comes out from the other one, and that leaves Saberlight A-okay. And actually Tombstone expended and Flesh Golem. If Shopify can try to engage here, trying to go on top of Uragi. He's already at half HP, and he gets decimated. Already out of the game.
Straight into the Monkey King ult with Diffusal. That's only going to end one way.
Now, DM's going to TP out.
Taiga's not going to be so lucky here.
Yeah, Taiga will be the sacrifice. It could have been a lot worse for OG.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know, he's going to find a dying. I don't think this is possible.
That's the Crimson popped. Rupture on top along with the Blood Right. Trying to focus down this Tombstone. He actually will die. And the Tombstone will fall shortly after as well. See if Shopify can do a little bit more. That's the buyback on the DM. Remember, he doesn't have his ult or Tombstone. Not sure how valuable that's going to be. He's already used the Crimson as well, but that is enough damage to delete Miracle. I think with that, Shopify backs up.
He was just out of his save his Remnant here.
Vision,
keep running out of...
Ace sees him. Unfortunate for DM. It's going to take a while to kill him, though. And meanwhile, on the other side, Saberlight's going to find Uragi in the triangle. Although the grip is going to be onto ARTEEZY, who did fully heal. Looks like that is going to be the death of him. Actually, the Aegis was consumed before that. What in the world? As DM looks to be dead, finally. It takes them a million years, but it's going to cost them a couple core heroes from Shopify.
They killed ARTEEZY twice in half the time that the others killed her, just making her retreat. You can't let her freely run around.
Uragi able to get out of this area. The focus right now is onto Seb, who's extremely low in HP. Finally will drop. Now the Crimson Guard popped by DM. ARTEEZY just gets melted, though. Even the Wukong's command on his side, the focus is now on Yuragi. Pops the Manta, getting that strength multiple as high as he can. Aether Remnant back into the arms of Shopify, though, and he will die. Does have his buyback, though, as Taiga now being pursued. Crit with the slow. Do you have any backup? Miracle doesn't have a ton of spells to be able to catch up. Only one astral step.
Saberlight with the info here.
Yeah,
he sees everything.
The Lotus is very important. BZM. He's going to get stun locked. That's two of them. Boundless Strike as well. Taiga is dead. Good Wukong's command. The Crimson is keeping them alive for the time being. As Seb attempting to get out dodge. Everybody's just in this same little area, which means BZM can just go ham. The side blades ripping through everybody. That is a dead Void Spirit to start things out. Saberlight still in that stone form. See the Meld Strike being procced up here, but you can see he was disarmed for a little bit. Was BZM. So we could be having a repeat of game number 1. Oh, nice Boundless Strike onto 2. Crit jumps in, gets the Wukong's command. ARTEEZY trying to focus down the Undying. He does it successfully. Taiga drops as well, so 2 dead very quickly as now the sights are set onto Yuragi. And he is completely surrounded, silenced, and brought down. Big fight for Shopify. Seb has to teleport out. Unluckily for Shopify, nice shackle onto Saberlight. Oh, actually his Familiars get one shot by BZM. Have to resummon them if he has the opportunity.
Now the shackle.
Maybe they just reset. Yep, crit on the trees. He's going to get gripped after jumping down of his own accord. Looks like that's going to be a freebie for OG. But the Rupture coming out into BZM. ARTEEZY with that Blood Mist trying to rip right through that refraction. He doesn't have the damage, though. Finally, they do get the kill. It cost him the Aegis. Buyback available on TA. Will expend it immediately. You see the Halberd applied to Morphling. Things had quite an effect this game. As the Aether Remnant into the Blood Right. Down goes DM. He will buy back now. Looks like Taiga will be caught out. Gets the Nightmare to be able to save himself for the 1 second. Will buy back as well. So every buyback being expended from OG. Can they hold? Shopify, their lead has increased to 25K. See if they attempt to just reset or if they want to continue to fight this. Miracle running out of mana. As Crit able to get off another Wukong's command. He's going to get pushed on the outskirts, but it will stay alive a little bit longer. But finally does drop. Yuragi extremely low on HP. Will wait for him in. Blood Mist ripping through DM. Yes, he actually is going to heal as a result. Ultra kill ARTEEZY. You were questioning the Aghanim Scepter, Cinderin. The Blood Mist was enough to keep him alive and win game 2. Will he get the Rampage? He's going in deep. He really wants it.
Mark.